Hello, my beautiful Geminis. Welcome to your 5 till 12 June reading with me, Adrian Nelson, your psychic tarot reading. This is, or reader, sorry. This is for Gemini, those dealing with Gemini, wherever you've got Gemini in your chart. In this reading, we are going to take a look at your career, money, and goals, as well as relationships, and also end up with a direct message from Source. Let's start with this deck for you. Okay. Your energy feels a little all over the place. I do see the sun there at the bottom of the deck though, which is great because it is the promise, like a great promise, but your energy does feel very all over the place, Gemini. I have to let you know that. So there is a great promise here for you, but I don't know. At the moment, it just feels like you're being spread a little bit too thin. Like you're not. It's almost like you're not fully able to be or capable of being in your own mind, in your own space, in your own balance. It's like, when we spread ourselves so thin sometimes that we end up not being able to fully, almost like fully comprehend anything and be fully present anyway. We're just everywhere and nowhere, that sort of thing. Okay? So let's see what that is all about, my beautiful Gemmies. And if you are going through a challenging period, which you most probably are, because energy is quite insane at the moment, I want to send you lots and lots of love from my heart, my beautiful gem babies. All right, if any of you are interested in learning how to read cards, then check out the link for my online courses down below in the description, as well as for spiritual development. Alrighty, so let's get right into this, Gemini. And we're going to start with money, career, and goals. All right, and for that, this is good news, and this explains why you might be feeling the way that you are feeling. We've got the world energy there. There is Saturn energy. It's about the end of cycles. It's about moving past restrictions. All right, moving past the things that are holding you back. This could be in the form of people, mindset, beliefs, values. Maybe just the space that you were in. Okay, moving past restrictions there with a beautiful world energy, my beautiful, beautiful Geminis. And if it resonates with you, you're on board with that, place your hand on your heart, nice deep breath, saying yes to it. Okay? Ten of Swords energy. Ten of Swords, it's about releases. It's almost like, it's like you, like let's say these are two steps in life that are possible for you. You're stepping from this one onto that one. So leaving behind, going to a next level. There's been a lot of challenges for many of you trying to make things work. And now things are like sort of like, you're in that space where things are just sort of like finally working out for you. Okay, things are just working out, things are shifting into place for you. Even here with the High Priestess, the High Priestess moon energy, needs and emotions. What is it that you need? What is it that you need in your life? How is it that you need to feel? Something that you can sometimes do, Gemini, is you say, well, I shouldn't feel that, I shouldn't do that, I shouldn't aspire to that, I should just do what I'm supposed to do, or what's expected of me, and to just keep the peace and that sort of thing. But that may have been what you needed to do before, but even that is coming to an end. So if you kind of felt that you had to maybe almost like sell out your soul in order to just survive, know that that is coming to an end. All right, know that challenges are coming to an end. Know that also some people are showing their true colors here to you, and any difficulties that you are going through at the moment in your career, with your goals, with money, try not to see it as the end of everything, because this is literally one of those spaces where it feels like things are falling apart, but they're actually shifting into place. Okay, literally. Okay, personal relationships, romance, close friends and family, loved ones. You've got the Five of Swords, the Three of Swords, and the Magician energy, which is Mercury energy, ideas and communication, your energy. All right, it's like you sort of kind of get to start moving here, because some of you are in the space where you're like, well, maybe if I don't do anything, things may work themselves out, and that might be true for work. And that might be true for your goals, and that might be true for your money and career and that sort of stuff. But when it comes to love, when it comes to romance, when it comes to personal connections, this is sort of like sitting on the edge of a two, like, those blades that are sharp on both sides, and saying, well, if I don't move too much, hopefully it won't cut me, sort of thing. Okay? Non-action definitely not recommended here for you. If there's something that you need to say to someone, say it to them. Okay? If you need to make a disposition clear, you kind of want to make it clear. All right? It might not be the most pleasant thing. And, I feel that for many of you, like, it's like, maybe there's someone and you kind of have feelings for them. You want to have a second chance. You maybe want to start something dynamic. You really just got to let them know how you feel. You just have to let them know how you feel. And they may not be on board with it, but this whole thing of like hopefully, possibly, and perhaps, that is really not benefiting you at all. Okay, it might be time to actually call a connection to conclusion, to call a cycle to conclusion. So maybe you've been trying to make something work with someone there for a while, or you've been looking for a specific sort of person to be with. Maybe and it's interesting that this is coming through for you, but you might actually want to throw caution to the wind here, because you are ready for something dynamic. I feel that you've been dealing with someone. It could be a very difficult situation that you were dealing with someone, and that it brought you to where you are right now, and especially benefiting your career and your goals and things. It's like you and someone else helped each other grow, but it's like they already moved on. So you need to let this go. Okay? You need to, you want to let this go. You don't want to hold on to this because it's not really in your best interest. Okay? And at the direct other side of letting that go, what is it that you want? What is it that you need? Because it's available to you now. All right? In layman's terms, literally, in the most simplest terms that I can put it for you, that special connection with the one is available now. But it does mean that you need to let the past expectations go. Okay? Message from source, full, new beginning, Uranus energy. 10 of stars, which is the 10 of wands, and also the strength energy, which is Leo energy, sun energy. Okay? It's time for you to vibrantly shine. It's almost like by holding on to the hope of a certain new beginning, you might actually be withholding yourself from a really incredible new beginning that's available to you right now. So if you're feeling super stuck and conflicted and restricted and those side of things, it might be because you are not following the light that is actually presenting itself to you very clearly. Okay? You may not have all the details yet, but there is something really dynamic presenting itself to you, but it does mean that you need to let your hopes of the past go. Okay? Who are you holding on to? What are you holding on to? You're not doing yourself any favors here. Okay? If you do maybe feel that you might want to grow a closer connection with nature, maybe natural products, things like that, herbs, anything like that, mushrooms, you want to be open to that. Yoga, Reiki, crystal healing, anything like that that really helps you move through pain. You want to be open to that. Okay? Maybe even just a daily meditation practice. Have you maybe been neglecting that? There's a lot of healing that's available to you. There's a lot of inner child healing that's available to you. A profound change is available to you. Beautiful flow, new beginnings, but it does mean that you need to let go of what it is that you might be holding on to and clinging on to, because you're not doing yourself any favors there. Okay? Let's clarify. Okay? So Gemini, let's clarify your career, money, and goals here for you. What is it that you need to know, that you want to be aware of? What is it that Gemini needs to know, please? And if any of you obviously want to do a deeper exploration into your own energy, then you can always book a personal reading. Details are in the description. Or if you just go ahead and subscribe to the channel, like the video, I'd really appreciate that as well, because it really does help me to grow. Okay? Channel to expand, so other people that need the messages also get them. So you got the 3 of Wands, the 6 of Swords, and the Sun energy. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So I feel that for many of you, you're already in the right career, you're right in the right job, you're in the right pathway, you're following the right goal. So you're heading in the right direction. Okay? But are you heading in the right direction? I'm going to explain this to you with the right motivation, in the sense of with the right people. Maybe certain people needed to be on board, at a certain period of time, but do they still need to be on board? Okay? So it might be time to revisit your motivations, to revisit your goals, you know? So yes, it's still the same goal, but might it be that you need to be open to maybe pursuing it in a different way? And if you can be open to that, it can really, 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 really open some amazing doors for you here. Amazing doors of abundance, prosperity, and success if you can be open to it. Okay? Because you know, here with the world, it's the end of a cycle. With the Ten of Swords, need to let go. High Priestess, hand over. So it might be time to just revisit your motivations again, and to make sure that the people that are in your lifeboat are actually focused on your and their survival equally. You know, that they're not just using you, that you're not just a means to an end to them, and if they find something or someone better, that they will just drop you. It might be that some of you might have been staring yourself blind into what it is that you shouldn't be staring yourself blind into. Maybe you've been in some denial. You've been over sort of like letting certain things slide that are maybe not in your best interest to let slide. Okay? Think about that. Alright? Because and it doesn't mean that you have to sort of like be super confrontational with people and put your finger, you know, in their face and up their nose and say, how dare you, who do you think you are? It doesn't have to be super confrontational like that. But you can be in your mind, you can be open, you can say, spirit guides and guardian angels, I want to move here. I want a solution that is in the best interest of everyone. Can you help me with that? And that is how you can have that coming through for you. Okay? Let's clarify relationships, personal relationships, romance, close family ties, close bonds. So we've got the Hermit energy coming out here for you. Virgo energy, work and routine. We've got the Eight of Pentacles here for you, as well as your beautiful energy, choices energy, Gemini energy, lovers energy. Okay? So could it be that you maybe need a bit of a break from love? Could it be that you maybe need a break from the connection that you're in? Now, I'm not saying that you should leave the person that you're with. But has your focus maybe become so much on what they need and what is important to them, that you may have, you know, neglected yourself, put yourself a little bit in second place? It might be time for you to sort of like step up for yourself a little bit. Take some time for yourself. All right? Take some time out for yourself. Do something fun for yourself. Maybe even just sit with your mind and your thoughts and just allow yourself to feel your thoughts. Or maybe you just feel super chatty. You just need to talk. You know, call that person that you can just talk to and just chat to, and it can be about serious things or layman's things. It doesn't really matter, but it feels like in your personal relationship you kind of like spun yourself a little tight here, and it's time to unwind the pressure, basically. Okay, that is what I'm getting. It's time to unwind the pressure. All right, focus on you. What do you want? Maybe it's time to build a new connection with someone. Really focus on your relationships, your connections. Have you been so focused on others that you haven't focused on sort of like you know, what's important to you? Okay? Also great potential here for new connections. And even making peace with someone. I don't know, you know, it's almost like maybe things are still a little bit up in the air with someone. And it doesn't necessarily mean that reaching out to them that you're going to get back together, but it's almost like that up in the air is holding you back. You can't fully deny it because it's in your energy. So it might be time to reach out and say, you know, I'm sorry once again. I'm sorry that this is where we are. And, you know, maybe we do need to peacefully go in our own directions. Have you been saying to someone that, you know, maybe we don't have to be lovers. We can just be friends. But if you had that hope in your heart that hopefully it will still work out, it might be time to cut the tie and to move on, because it's holding you back from something really special and amazing. Okay? Could be possible that you can make it work with the same person again, but I get much more of peacefully releasing and letting go energy here. That is what's working the best for everybody's interest. Okay? Because I do get that you can be friends with someone, but not necessarily more than that, and pursuing that could actually make you miss out on everything. Okay? Let's see what we've got here, clarifying the message from Spirit, clarifying the message from Source for your beautiful Gemini. Okay, so you got the Two of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Seven of Swords. Okay, so you are not releasing for no reason. Okay, because I see you making a distant connection here with your twin flame. You may have thought that the other person is your twin flame, but they were just there to help you to become ready for the twin flame connection, because a lot of times we do need that. So you might think that the other person, because you've had such a personal connection, that that is the person that you were meant to be with, but that is not really what I'm getting. And don't pursue it so hard. Alright? And don't try to make it work again with a past person, because it could be withholding you from this beautiful twin flame connection that you are so ready for and that's available to you now. Okay? Let's finish off with a message from Source. Final message from Source. What is it that my beautiful Geminis need to know? What is it that they need to be aware of? So you have got the Seven of Pentacles, the Empress energy, which is all about abundance. Also that beautiful Venus energy, and the Ten of Swords. Okay? So it's time to start building something new. You and your person are ready to build something beautiful together, but it does mean letting go of this past. Alright? This hope that it's just hanging in the air and going neither backwards nor forwards. Okay? Unfortunately, it's time to let that go, because there's something beautiful and new that's available for you. Alright? But you need to be open to it. And also, there's a reminder for you that you may have gone through so much, my beautiful Geminis, but you're still here. You are stronger than you realize. Give yourself some credit for the things that you are trying, and not like the areas where you're not trying, you're not making it work. And don't be too hard on yourself. Okay? So that's what I got. Hope that it helps. Remember, contact details for personal readings in the description. See you next time.